Hello everyone, this is a review for the Lexington piano DP730. I haven't seen any review of this digital piano, so excuse me for everything, but it's better to have one review versus not to have any at all. So, this piano has 88 fully weighted hammer action keys. It's a great feeling. The first thing that I really liked was the feeling of the keys on the keyboard. Takes a while for the key to come up as expected from digital piano with hammer action, and this is compared to the DP720 model that does not have fully hammer action, but it only has, I don't know, like semi-weighted keys. So this is I feel like it's a great piano for beginners and beginners only, because the second thing that I noticed was that, well, first the keys feel amazing, they feel exactly like they should, but the sound was a thing that concerned me at first, because it doesn't sound that bad. I mean, I will play a chord just for reference. It sounds alright. Could sound better, you know, but it's a cheap model. But what I noticed was that the sound of the keys doesn't sustain for a lot of time. If you start adding notes, the first notes that you play really don't sound anymore. And I will play something for you that explains that. Notice how the lower notes, the chords, the sustaining chords, don't really linger, you know, and that's a huge problem that I encountered with this piano, because listen to that. It turns off really quickly, and on a grand piano or a upright piano, the sound really should stay for a while, should continue, and here it just stops, and that's really a bad thing. I don't know if they lied when they say that it has 128 polyphony notes, or if it's just the quality of the piano samples, but it really is a problem for quality. It's not, I will stress again, this is a really cheap piano, but it really does the job for a beginner, you know. The most important thing is to have the strength on your fingers when you're playing, and the full range to play every classical piece, and it does have that. So I will recommend the piano only for beginners. If you have experience on maybe a cheap keyboard, I want to try something better, I wouldn't recommend this piano, because you already have different expectations for the sound, and if you want to try something a little more professional, maybe playing with friends or stuff, I wouldn't recommend this. Especially, well, this is a digital piano, but it weighs quite a lot. It's really big, and it weighs 17 kilograms. I don't know the conversion to pounds, but it's really heavy. So you will need 2 people to transport this, and a car. There's no way you can go on public transport with this thing. And the quality of the sounds are really not great. And let me see if I can show you some other sound that is not the piano. But I want this. I bought this for the piano sound, and the piano sound is not great. So keep that in mind. There's some other sounds. Let me check. Let's see if I can. So the strings sound really good. Well, the upper range sounds like shit, but the mid range sounds really good. And let's check another sound. This is an organ sound. So the upper range is not great again. Let's check another sound. We have the harpsichord. Let's see. This is the harpsichord? Well, it doesn't really sound like a harpsichord. It's pretty bad. Let's check another sound. I don't know what the hell this is. Like an electric piano, but it doesn't really sound good. What else we have? Let's check this. Oh, this sounds good. Again, keep in mind that the sound doesn't stay, doesn't continue. It just stops. So let's check that again. I'm having the sustain pedal. I find it that it continues a little bit better than the piano sound. What else we have? This is a bright piano. I don't know. And well, that's it. Basically, this is the grand piano again. Then there's drums and other functions of this piano that I don't really use, so I will not be showcasing them because I feel like I believe it has a metronome. I'm not sure, but other than that, the drum samples really aren't that good, so I would suggest to get some other way of doing drums with that. But overall, again, I would recommend this to only beginners, so that they can, if you don't have any money really and you want to start playing piano, I think this is a great choice. Because of the 4088 hammer action keys. but only for that. If you are a little bit more ambitious and want this to last maybe more than the first year that you're starting, I would suggest to get another model. Now, I wanted to address something because I bought this piano and I was really disappointed with the quality, but in reality, I was willing to trade it off, really. And I thought, well, this has an USB connection, USB MIDI. I don't really like MIDI, but I thought I could give it a shot. And it actually made all the difference. And now I want to keep this piano. I don't want to give it away because the keyboard is amazing. And with connecting MIDI sounds, really it sounds amazing. And I wanted to show you that. Hold on for a minute. So now I have the Lexington DP730 hooked up with USB through MIDI to my Ableton, and I have a free VST sound from Spitfire Audio called Soft Piano. And now you can hear the difference and the potential of this keyboard. Let me play something. See how the quality is really different because it's a professionally made quality sample recorded with the real grand piano, so the sound lingers as it's supposed to, and there's really a dynamic difference between playing softly and playing hard, because in the factory sound there's really it's really hard to play softly. You need to play really softly to have an impact on the sound of the piano. And then there's a big mid-range where it really doesn't matter how much you press the keys, it will sound the same. And if you play really hard, then there's a difference in sound. And in a real piano, there's a lot of subtleties and really different sounds because of the hammer that's punching the key. It really sounds different depending of how hard you hit the key. And when you connect it with a real sampled piano like this through MIDI, you can see that. It's great, really. And you can add through MIDI guitars, drum sounds, strings, synthesizers, anything you want. So to finish this, really, I recommend the Lexington DP730 only to beginners that wants to get started in piano. It may last you for a year before you can get something better. But in that first year, it will really help you get the strength of your fingers, get the movements going. And it's great that it has 88 keys so that you can play whatever song you want. But after that, you will need something else. And it's great that if you're broke like me, you can get something like this for really cheap. But if you are someone that has a bit more experience and wants to try MIDI, It's a really great MIDI controller because it has fully 88 weighted keys. So if you hooked up with this Lexington with a grand piano sound on your software, it will sound amazing, and you really can play the different intensities, you know. So that's both of your options. I wouldn't recommend otherwise. So that's it. Bye bye.